Hey, Central Florida, how's it going today?
Yeah!
All right, check this out, because we have some amazing volunteers and some people who did some awesome stuff, and I just wanted to, let's give them a hand and thank them for putting this together. Let's thank Good Life 45, the best TV station in the world. Let's give Good Life 45 a hand. Woo! And listen, I rarely take credit for anything, but my job in this event was to make sure that my boss provided good weather. So I'm feeling pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, this is a beautiful day, so let's give God a hand. And so, beautiful day, fall festival, and then I just went and picked up this this bearded dude from the airport. And I gotta tell you, he is the coolest, nicest fella you'll ever meet, and he agreed to come out on stage with me, if that's okay, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah!
Just a few minutes, hang out with Willie Robertson. Anybody know Willie Robertson?
Yeah! Woo!
Okay, so, and he was telling me on the way over here he has a TV show or something. Anybody watch his show?
Yeah!
All right, so
before the dynasty.
This is one of those guys that you just don't really have to do a lot of introducing, but for me, the reason, you know, we're having a faith and family festival. It's all about faith in God and what God can do to keep our families together. We're really trying to get that message out. And we got somebody here that I feel like just epitomizes faith in God and putting family first. And, you know, he's got a bunch of other things on his resume, but I love this guy. And I just would ask you to join me in welcoming Willie Robertson.
Woo!
Have a seat. Let's hang out a little bit.
We love you.
Thank you. I told you to wait in the trunk now.
Sadie!
Let me go find her. So
Oh.
how about Sadie, huh? Is she doing unbelievable? Is anybody voting? She's doing fantastic. I'll be there. I'm leaving tomorrow, heading out to Los Angeles and watch another one. I got to go approve another wardrobe. So
that's got to be a tough job. That's like a full-time job right now for you.
it's not bad because she, I think she knows the parameters of what I would like and not like. But really, it comes from her, and she just she's got such a heart for God, and using that as a platform, how she's doing, it's just unbelievable. And none of us knew she could dance, so she's never taken dance, or we didn't know, but she's doing very well.
Well, okay, so first of all, officially, welcome to our first ever Faith and Family Festival. We're really glad to have you here, man. And just, if you could, I guess some of these people have heard of you already, which is kind of neat. But you're kind of like, as far as faith and family go, you know anything about faith and family, or I don't know?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit about faith and family. I think that, you know, Duck Commander as a company has always put its business, everything we did was to follow our faith. So there was a way for us to be able to make money and make duck calls. We love the outdoors. We love being outside. But everything comes from God, and so started by my dad. And so really it's the most important thing to us. Everything centers around our faith. It doesn't mean that we can't have jobs and make money and make TV shows and make Christmas out and do fun stuff, go to fairs and carnivals. All those things are in there, but at the backdrop of everything is our faith. It's what's most important to us, and we ain't gonna leave it for nothing. So,
Amen.
Okay, and I want to ask you, because I was thinking, you know, when we're planning this event, we'd like somebody to come talk. We felt like this is the man right here, and so thanks for coming. But you're probably, as I was thinking about, one of the most, I guess this is a weird way to say it, but like probably one of the most popular Christians I know. I mean, when you think about Christians who are out there and people recognize them and know them, I mean, first of all, thanks for just representing Jesus on a huge platform.
Amen.
It's easy sometimes. And like, talk a little bit about that and really some of the doors that God has opened. I mean, it just kind of blows my mind. Do you go anywhere where you're not recognized?
No.
No? When you look like this, you pretty much just got to wear it. So, there's not a lot of faking. No, we actually, our new season will open November the 19th. And thank you. So we go to Scotland to discover our roots. And even in Scotland, there's a lot of Duck Dynasty fans and a lot of people recognize us there. We get to do a bunch of cool things. It really has given us this great opportunity. One of my goals I wanted to do was be on College Game Day in LSU. Well, they called and wanted me to come today. So we started moving some stuff around, and actually we did that this morning, Jason and I did. And so things like that are great to be able to be out there and people to see you. But we still come back to, you know, who we are. So if I'm cool, you know, if I'm a cool guy, then that makes Jesus cool because we follow Jesus. So Jesus cool. I'm being cool.
That's right.
The thing is, we're just normal people. We're nothing, you know, there's nothing special about us. Our family is very interesting, and I'll give credit to my wife, Corey, who she said, y'all should do a reality show. And I said, well, we don't really do anything, you know, that is that crazy or cool. And she said, oh, no, you aren't right. And she said, she's married, we've been married together for 23 years, and she said,
Amen.
I've never seen, you know, a family quite like this. And so, and people ask me, they said, well, how did this all come about? And we had a show called Duck Commander that was on the Outdoor Channel. Actually, what they just aired on A&E was pieces of that old show. And we had that, and I got an email just in the general email box that says information at Duck Commander, and it was a guy from Hollywood who said, I think you guys have a really big show. And so we talked to each other, and we set up to do a pilot, and we did 2 pilots. One of them was where the guys flooded the loading dock on me when I was out, and the other was when we tried to raise that blind up in the air, that trailer.
Yeah!
And what's funny was Mountain Man showed up. He just wanted to watch a TV show being made. I sent him over to the garage sale, and he bought the squirrel, and a star was born, I guess. He literally was my air conditioner guy. And my houseplant at the time, Jeannie, who probably should be on the show, by the way, and she said, I said, Jeannie, I need the air conditioner fixed. And she said, well, I got a guy who can fix it, but he talks real funny. Call him Mountain Man. I said, Jeannie, I don't care what he talks like. Get him over here. He showed up and opened his mouth. I was like, holy cow, this guy. And so we went down, and the producers loved him, and so put him on the show. And interestingly enough, when they came down and looked there, you know, they said, all right, here's going to be the show. There was one person missing from the show, Uncle Si. And I said, I called him back. I said, guys, I didn't see Uncle Si's name. You really should look at this guy and meet him. He's crazy. He's not right. And they came down and actually met him, and there wasn't enough room, but we wanted to put Uncle Si in every.
Let me just ask, how many people, besides Willie, obviously, Uncle Si is your favorite character on the show? I mean,
he's my favorite character, so it's okay for him.
And on that show, you play Willie, right?
I play Willie.
Yeah, you do a great job with that.
That's what I just told him.
Willie, you make me happy.
I tell you what, Phil is. It's just, I think the dynamics of putting all of it together is what makes it work, and that's what it is. It's about family, and so we're all different. We all got different things that we're trying to get and go after. But at the end of the day, the symbolic nature of that family dinner, the prayer, the meal, that's us all coming together. No matter what happened at work, we come together and forget about it. And let's eat together, have a prayer, and move on. And I think if we all did that in our lives would be a lot better.
I think what a lot of us like about you is that you're real. I mean, this is real life's faith and family event, and we talk a lot about just being real, with God so that we can get right with God. But you guys are just real. You're just you. And I mean, how many other people out there, somebody in your family said, man, they should make a reality show of our family, right? Because your family's just like their family, and you guys are just being yourselves. I mean, you got interesting beards and stuff, but it's you being you. And what I really love about it, though, is how Christ shines through you guys without
trying. You know, I think sometimes maybe we're trying to push our faith, where I feel like you guys just wear your faith.
Amen.
Can you speak a little bit about that? Because wherever you go, I feel like you're a light. And
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that came from my dad. Phil never cared about what people thought about him or how he looked or any of that. And I think that spirit, went down into us as well. We don't, we're just not like that. If you don't like me, that's fine. You can go there and I'll go here and that's fine. One of the keys, I think, to our family success, just to how we remain happy, is that we don't take ourselves very seriously. So we just don't. Everything's not so serious, and we don't like boring things. And so if church is boring, then we're going to try to make it better. We're not going to just sit in a boring place, and we just don't live our lives like that. And so
we're trying to make real life a little less boring, actually, because it's tough to sit through one of our services, isn't it? No, I feel you.
I want to come see one. But I love people who do things different. There's a great church that's meeting out in Los Angeles, and Sadie's been going there, and I went out there to visit. It's called Mosaic, right there in the heart of Los Angeles. And I was so encouraged by seeing that and just seeing people who are real, and same way, real. And I may have been the oldest guy there. A bunch of young people who are living for God, and so we are. I think the term authentic is probably accurate, and because we are, and we struggle, and we're not perfect, and we still fight, we still get angry, and our marriages we have to work hard to make sure that we stay together, especially as crazy as our life is right now. You have no idea. With Sadie being out there, it's because we're still filming. We're filming our show right now. We're doing other things like this, so it's real chaotic. But the foundation's great, and we had I think God put this family here, right here at this time for a specific purpose. And if you're wondering, God doesn't do things like that. And I'm with you. Sometimes, God's telling me to do this. One time a lady, she said, God told me that you were supposed to give me $32,000 to pay my house off. This is a real person now. It's a fan of the show.
Oh my gosh.
God should have told me that. I told the wrong person if you saw that too.
I'm sorry. I told Robin not to say that.
So, I think God put us here. If you think about John the Baptist, all right? John the Baptist was prophesied before hundreds of years before John the Baptist showed up. John the Baptist showed up for one mission, right? To point people to Jesus. All right? He looked weird. He had probably a humongous beard. He wore odd things. He was eating weird things. But he was there at that point in time to point to Jesus. So, fast forward a couple of thousand years. Now you have a strange-looking group of people coming out of the swamps of Louisiana who eat weird things and talk differently, but same mission, pointing people to Jesus.
Amen. Woo!
We get baptized.
Oh, man, that's
July
awesome.
27th.
That's
Thank
my
you.
job right there.
You did that.
Yeah, I remember the Bible says that John the Baptist had that camel hair bandana. You know what I mean? I don't know if it had the USA thing on it, but we can just assume that it did. Anyway, one of the things about this event that I think is really cool is not just that we're spotlighting faith and family, but that we're actually talking about putting our faith into action. And that because we've got this incredible sponsor in Good Life 45, actually, because of them, all the proceeds from this event go to Real Life's helping ministry called Real Help. We were talking about that. And just if you could, what are your thoughts a little bit about what we're doing here in Central Florida to help the hurting and the hungry and the homeless and putting faith into action as Christians?
Well, as I read about Jesus Christ as he went through life, when he was on this earth, it was all about helping others and helping people and being there for people, spiritually, physically, wherever that was. And so when I see things and I, like this, like what you guys have going on here, where you're actually going out and getting your hands dirty and helping other people, that's what it's all about. It's not about being so selfish with our stuff and our time and, make sure we have all our things. It's about giving to others. And I'm so encouraged as I've been across America, actually the world now, that where I see all these things going on, where people are putting their faith into practice. So, faith without actions is dead. So, if you really want to be sold out for the Lord, you got to start giving up and giving out of yourself, whatever that may be, or whatever you can give, and to help others. And so, whether it's money or time or whatever you can give. And so, I'm so proud of you guys for what you've done right here in Orlando, because I know there's a lot of people who need it and are hurting right now. And so, what better way to show them something positive than actually putting it in action? So, I commend you guys for doing it.
Amen. Well, and here's what's it's probably weird for you too, because a lot of us feel like we know you because sometimes when I'm preaching, people say, do you have cameras in my house? How do you know what to preach? But they literally do have cameras in your house. So we kind of all feel like we know you, and we've been kind of watching your life for a while. But I would just love it if you could share your story a little bit, help us to get to really know Willie Robertson and your faith, and just would you guys like that?
Yeah!
I'm gonna get out of here and just listen to you.
Yeah, cool, no problem.
All right, brother.